What's your first impression of Make Women Great Again?
I'm into it. I would say my first impression of Make Women Great Again is I think there's a lot of really fabulous things about women, and they're being undermined by a lot of the left-leaning agendas. I think that to say that men and women don't have differences undermines some of the amazing specific things about women. So I love the idea to make women great again, because it seems as if the feminist movement is lapping itself and coming back. And I am a woman. I love women. I believe women have so many special, positive, amazing attributes that do make us great. And so I think that the more we can embrace what makes us specific and great as women, the better.
Make women great again. Well, I am a woman and I think that I'm great. But we do hear a lot going on right now, especially out of the Biden administration, where they're allowing trans men, to enter women's sports. And so if we can just make sure that we don't do that, there's a reason that we have the NBA and the WNBA, because we should not be playing sports against men. I myself was a soccer player. And so if we can just fight that fight right now, I'd be good with that.
Well, I think that the first step is realizing and admitting to the fact that there are only two genders, and there's a lot of women currently in the country who have been radicalized by radical leftist feminism into, being feminazis. And I remember I did a semester once at a women's college, just one semester, because conservatives, it's just not a good idea to go to women's colleges, a lot of the women there just lose touch with femininity, and they're brainwashed by these concepts of a million different gender types, and it's really diminishing the nuclear family, and also too what it really means to be a woman. So hopefully we can restore some sanity here in America.
Absolutely love it, but to make that happen, we got to get rid of ridiculous things like the Equality Act from Joe Biden, because that is literally creating a glass ceiling for women that we did not have before, but now we have men in our bathrooms taking our scholarships and in our sports. And that's not something that I want.
So first things first, you're wearing a Make Women Great Again hat. What was your first impression of that, and how do you feel about that?
I love it, because if there's one thing that we're not talking about as much, is how women need to be better people. We need to be better women. Yeah. One thing that women have to understand, and let me back up for a minute. Growing up, I was raised by a toxic woman, and she was the perfect example to show me of exactly who I did not want to be.
A single mom or a two-parent household?
Oh, single mom by choice. Okay. So no, not even a single mom. I mean, she was an alienator. Okay. We refer to them as single moms sometimes, but a lot of them are just alienators. But she would say things like, if you don't, and we're young girls, she would say, when you get a boyfriend, if you don't have sex with them, they're going to leave you. Whoa. So this is teaching manipulation. Yeah. It's teaching, use your vagina to manipulate a man to get a result that you want. And so really what she taught me was there's two types of women. There are good, solid, valuable women who are major assets to men if you're a good woman, and then there's a warm, wet hole. So what she's teaching is that if you're a warm, wet hole, that's your value. Your value is that you offer sexual gratification to a man, and that's not the case at all. But too many women think, what my value is if I look good in a tight, swimsuit, look good in tight jeans to attract a man. Ladies, there's, if you want to destroy a relationship, if you don't want anything long term, then be a warm, wet hole. If you want to be a valuable woman with something to offer, you guys, a good woman can really catapult a man, can be a good resource for a man. So when I saw this hat, honestly, I'm like, you know what? Make women great again, because women don't know how to be women, don't know how to be good women, because you guys look, there's two types of women. You got to be the right type.
Now, where do you think that kind of ideology came from? Warm, wet hole, this kind of stuff. Is that feminism? Is that cultural Marxism? Do you have an opinion on the source of where that came from in American culture?
I think there's all of it, because feminism says, listen, you don't need a man. You can be independent. You can do anything you want. You can be educated. You can be a professional. Look, you can be all that. But then society,
you've been an attorney for how long now?
For almost 15 years.
Wow.
So, and then society then says, but to be a valuable woman, you have to look a certain way. You have to, make sure that you keep your body fit and trim, which there's value to that, by the way. I'm not saying that you can just let your body go without consequence. But there's more to women than looking good. There's more to women than attracting men. There's more to women than offering sex to a man. There's more to it than that. So to be a good, valuable woman, you have, first of all, you know your worth, but you recognize the value in a man that you're with as well, because again, you know, you look at marriage or relationships, there should be some reciprocity, there should be a partnership, but ladies, you cannot be that woman that thinks that your contribution is sexual in nature, or that you can manipulate a man, because I'm telling you, you cannot.